You've probably seen a lot of how-to videos that tell you how to become a better filmmaker by doing something like improving the quality of your lighting or your sound, getting better gear, knowing your camera and mastering its settings, so on and so forth. And all those things are valid, but those videos always seem to miss out one important detail, and that detail is you. Really and truly, the getting better part of anything starts with you, so why not start there? You probably know by now that a big part of being a filmmaker requires you to be creative, and what is considered to be creative or a creative process is near impossible to sustain indefinitely. Even the most celebrated creators of our time have only had moments of creativity.
But what if you're struggling to achieve just one moment? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 4 tips that are going to help you break through the barrier and become more creative as a filmmaker.
I probably wore the wrong shoes for this place. It's absolutely soaking. Wearing suede shoes and they're extremely wet. I guess I know for next time.
And the first tip is to just change your environment. Being surrounded by the same 4 walls day in, day out is far from inspiring. And sometimes a change of environment, especially a place like this that's filled with nature, can make all the difference. Nature has a calming, relaxing effect on us as humans and has real benefits when it comes to cognitive function, which is the function of our brain. In fact, a recent study showed that being in nature or even viewing scenes of nature reduces anger, fear, and stress and increases pleasant feelings. Exposure to nature not only makes you feel better emotionally, it contributes to your physical well-being, reducing blood pressure, heart rate, muscle tension, and the production of stress hormones. And of course, this means without indulging in modern technology, because that would just be defeating the purpose. So by increasing your exposure to nature, by implementing it into your routine, can really increase your ability to think and act creatively, even if it's just taking a routine walk in your local park or your local forest. Just exposing yourself to nature on a regular basis can have real benefits to your creativity.
Ooh, I see a sign over there. Let's go towards that sign. There's a lot of these, what do you call them? Those natural man-made shelters, as if people really slept here. Oh, I hope not. I don't think I'm sleeping in there though. Yeah, not me. Whoa. Now, I could not walk past this area and not have a look. Oh man, look at that. Okay, guess I'm not going over there. Back to the trail. And the next thing that you might want to consider when wanting to become more creative as a creator is the practice of meditation. And meditation is far more than just sitting with yourself in silence. In fact, there are many benefits to meditation. Similarly to coming to a place with nature, meditation reduces stress and anxiety, it removes bad thoughts, and it enables you to focus, and it helps with the retention of information. I mean, if practiced correctly, the benefits are virtually limitless. Let's think about it this way. If you have a clouded mind, if your mind is filled with anxiety and stress, that's less room for creative thinking. And the less room there is for creative thinking, the less likely you are to think creatively. I mean, think about this for a second. You ever noticed how the most chilled people either get the most done or they produce the best work? Or is it just me? Yep. That's really there. That's really there. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely wrong. Wrong. That looks so pretty. That looks so nice. So, this next one is kind of hard to explain. But ultimately, another thing to consider is just to take action. So let's say you're suffering from the equivalent of what they call writer's block. Sometimes the best method of tackling that is just to act and do what you intended to do without kind of discriminating the quality of the work. So even if your first few attempts are absolute garbage, somewhere along the line you might find that you become creative and you come up with some of your best ideas because you forced yourself into that position. There's better potential for creativity to happen and to occur when you're actually doing the work that you intended to do. And eventually you might find a breakthrough and you'll get into a creative workflow. Think of yourself as a vehicle with a flat battery and your brain being that flat battery. Sometimes all you need is a jump start to get going. Weird analogy, but it seems to work. That last scene was super awkward to film because there's like so many people around and they're watching and they're like, you know, what's this guy doing? And as of this point, it's still embarrassing to me. I don't know. Hopefully that goes away. Oh man, that was gonna be the climax, the payoff of the video, and it's locked. It's locked. Damn. Oh well. Onwards and upwards. Guess I'm just gonna have to make the last point in the car. To the car. This is a prime example of when things don't go to plan and you just have to improvise. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but hey. Oh, and by the way, if you're getting value from this video so far, please like the video, share it, make a comment, leave your thoughts, and consider subscribing. Back to the vehicle. No parking violations. Sweet. Now this one's kind of a strange one, but bear with me on it. And it's just take a shower. You ever notice how you come up with some of your best ideas in the shower? Well, I do. And apparently, when you're in the shower, you become less aware of your surrounding environment and more aware of your inner thought. And apparently that makes problem solving a lot more efficient. But that explanation is a bit vague, so in the description below, I've linked a better description or explanation of what it means to be more aware of your inner thought in the shower. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to say in this video. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing if you want more content like this also. Also like the video, share it with your friends, for your family, people that you think will gain value from this video. I think that the points that I made in this video can be applied to not just filmmakers, but people of different creative disciplines, and also just normal day-to-day people. I mean, the things that I mentioned are things like, you know, going out for walks and meditation. Those are all things that you can apply to your life and better the quality of your life. So if you like the video, like I said, give us a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.